Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ultimate Channel CK with me, Dr. 𝐋𝐢𝐦𝐢𝐭. Now, this again is a follow-up video to the previous one because so many of you have been asking me what should we eat now that you're telling us to ditch this, to ditch that. What should we eat? Now, possibly this channel is here to only give you insight about diets. It's not here to dictate what you'll eat or what you'll not eat. So it's up to you to follow our advice and implement it if you're interested in healthy living. So, what you should eat liberally, meaning what you should eat all the time. This should form part of your daily diet. Eggs in plenty. Consume 6 to 8 eggs a day. Now, forget about the myth that eggs are high in cholesterol and this cholesterol will mess you up. You need cholesterol. Why? Because cholesterol forms part of your cell membrane, the cover of your cell membrane. Again, cholesterol forms the basis or is the mother of all hormones in your system. Now that means you need it, because if you don't get cholesterol, you'll mess your cell membrane. If you don't get cholesterol, you'll have hormonal imbalances and all that, okay? Number 2, eat meat. There is no relationship between meat and arthritis. There is no relationship between meat and heart conditions. So consume red meat, consume white meat, all sorts of meat. Make it fatty. Why? Animal fat will help you absorb the protein, and also fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. So consume meat and make it fatty. Chicken, for men, eat chicken with chicken skin. It will help you to grow your testosterone, and you will need it. Now, also seafoods. I'm talking sardines. I'm talking fatty fish. I'm talking oysters. Talking crabs. Consume all seafoods. They are high in omega-3, and that will help you fight inflammation. That will help boost the immunity. That will is an antioxidant, so it will help you prevent cancer. And so you need it. So consume fish in plenty, but do not go for deep fried fish in seed oils. Why? Because now seed oils are high in omega-6, and in the body the ratio of omega-3 and omega-6 are always at par. So what you want is a high content of omega-3 over omega-6, because omega-6 does the opposite of omega-3. Now next, animal fat. I've been insisting on fatty meat and chicken. Why? Because animal fat is necessary for your health. Again, animal fat, as I said, it will help you absorb vitamin A, D, E, and K, which is necessary for your health and your development of the eyesight, your blood, and all this, and the skin too. Okay. Now, vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, kales, cabbage. Cabbage does well when it's fermented. Now, when you ferment cabbage, you have high content of folic acid. You have high content of probiotics. These are bacteria that will help you in digestion. You have vitamin B's, which will help you in blood and all this. You have all these components. And someday I will show you an example or a video to talk about preparation of this fermented cabbage that is called sauerkraut. Okay, all right. Then again, water. Now there's a trick to water, to drinking water. First, if you drink small quantities of water all the time, then make sure you add in salt so that this amount of water is absorbed into the cells adequately. That will help you avoid dehydration. But if you drink water without salt and in small bits all the time, the way you guys do, you carry water bottles and you sip water slow by slow, what you're doing is you're diluting the extracellular content of the extracellular fluid of the cells, and that means you will have edema. Also, you will have a condition that is called hyponatremia, which means low sodium in the system. Why? Because this water dilutes the electrolytes in the system and you flush them out through urine. So that is dangerous. This hyponatremia will also be responsible for the expansion of the brain, the swelling of the brain. This swelling of the brain does not mean that you've grown a capacity to think or a bigger memory. It is a medical condition and it requires attention. So avoid it. So if you drink water, make sure you add in salt. Now, what should you limit? First, the culprit of most of us, modern fruits. Now, modern fruits have been adulterated to suit your appetite and your addiction. They've been added a substance called fructose through genetic modification, and too much sugar. This fructose will inhibit you from absorbing vitamins like vitamin C. Again, it will inhibit you from absorbing other nutrients that will help you boost your immunity. And then this fructose, when it gets to the liver, is converted directly to fat. That adds on your obesity. Okay, so avoid modern fruits. If you have to take fruits, and even now avocados have been genetically modified, but avocado used to be the best fruit because of fatty acids, short chain fatty acids, which are good for your health. Starchy vegetables that have high content of starch, they'll cause you bloating. Now remember, these fibers are broken down by bacteria in your gut. Okay, this bacteria, we mentioned 𝐾𝐢𝐭. This is the mother of these bacterial probiotics. So if you eat or consume starchy vegetables, that means this bacteria will have an activity. They either feed on this or break them down to give you other substances like protein and vitamins. Now, if you overeat this, your bacteria will overfeed and they will not help you in more digestion. That means you'll experience bloating and you'll keep passing gas all the time. You might also experience GERD. Okay. Now, what do you ditch completely? This is where we have war. Sugar. Sugar in all forms, be it fructose, be it glucose, be it sucrose, be it lactose in milk. All these, ditch them. Now, honey is not a substitute to sugar, table sugar, because honey is still a sugar, which is fructose. So 80% of honey is made of fructose. So modern honey is also adulterated. The old days honey was seasonal, and nowadays honey and fruits are always in season. So ask yourself that question. Number 2 is seed oils. These are oils that come from seeds, the ones that are written on 0% cholesterol, yet you need cholesterol, so avoid them. Cook using ghee, olive oil, coconut oil, palm oil, and the salts. Sweat, lard, tallow, and all that. They are available. Now, ditch alcohol. Men, alcohol is not for you totally. Alcohol is not for women too. Alcohol will mess your hormones. Alcohol is highly estrogenic. We've already talked about estrogen effects in women and estrogen effects in men. So if you didn't get it, you can go to our previous videos too. Now, pasteurized milk. Pasteurization of milk takes different processes. But the baseline is, you take milk, you pass it under high temperatures for a minimal time, maybe seconds or a minute, okay? And the time is either 61 degrees C, 78, and some go even to 128, the UHT, ultra heat treatment. They go up to 128 for 1 second. Now, for those who went through a biology class, you know that protein and enzymes are denatured at 40 degrees Celsius. Now, all these pasteurization processes are above that temperature. What does that mean? They don't have proteins, they have been denatured. Carbohydrates have been restructured. Enzymes have died or have been denatured also, because enzymes are proteins. The fat is messed up, and they've added in preservatives. That is to mess the system already. So stay away from pasteurized milk. And again, even the other milk, adults do not need milk, because milk has components that are supposed to grow the babies or the calves. So adults do not need milk. It has no nutritional value to you. Avoid it. And the last one are soy products. Soy products, soy milk, soy powder, and all this, they have estrogen. And again, we'll not waste time going back to estrogen. You already know the effects of estrogen. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.